Okay, today is cleanup day again. I think that we're up to what, part 6 now? So as you can, if you were to look at the floor here, you'd think, oh well, there's not really much that needs to be done. But then let's take a look at the rest of the floor. Oh, look at that. There's a lot of mess there, and oh, holy shiznit on a hamburger. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. So what's going on? I cleaned this already. The simple fact of the matter is, I have let projects take up space all over the place in here, and I have added to my collection things like, oh, I don't know, this set of speakers right here, realistic. I've added to it, and I've got no space for it. So there's a lot of stuff that's in, most of the stuff that's here, even that cassette deck over there. It's just that I've got no space for it, and it's also projects that are going on. I haven't had the time to deal with this. Plus, you know, working what is essentially now a full-time job, and my stupid camera is running out of batteries. I'm gonna have to go get a battery bank. There we go. Hopefully that will stop the camera from complaining about its supposed low battery. I might need 2 hands to do this, but I was going to mention that this is the reason why I like the CX240. I'm going to need 2 hands to do that. That's the reason I like the CX240, is I can charge it with an external battery bank. I don't have to have it plugged in and tethered to an outlet. It makes my life easy. But there are other things that this camera does that I don't like. So anyways, what I was talking about was having a lack of space. And not only is the cleanup of this floor going to take place, most of it's trash. Like, honestly, most of it is just stuff that needs to go in the garbage. So that will definitely cut down on the crap. But in order to reclaim some space for storing things, those 2 boxes are going to come out of there. I'm not sure really if I could take both of them out of there, but I'm probably going to get both of them out of there. And there's some other stuff up on there that I can just, frankly, just toss because I don't need it. And that will help me reclaim some of the space that is being taken up by all this crap. Or those 2 boxes. So my plan is to take those 2 boxes out of there and put those 2 boxes underneath the bed, where there should be space for them. Or at least there should be space for one of them anyways. I'll put the boxes under there, and I'll move some stuff around under the bed, and then we'll be good to go. And I'll be able to put cassette decks up there, and I'll be able to put more up there. So that'll be a thing, and that also means that I'm going to have to clean up underneath the bed area. But that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to do all the stuff that's on the floor, and I'm going to do the whole floor tonight, because I'm not going to waste any time with that. I might not get to the whole floor tonight, but I'm certainly going to do it this weekend, because I just don't have the time to do it during the week anymore. I mean, like, look at this. This has probably been sitting on the floor, oh god, maybe for about a month. Not anymore. And there's probably a whole lot of other things like that. But I'm going to get started, and we'll see how far we get. Okay, progress is being made. As you can see, I'm done to about there. I'll say at the tripod, I'm done. For the most part. There's still some things that need to be dealt with. Like, there's some crap over there. There's some stuff over here, and there's a pile of junk over there that I just need to deal with. But I'd say that's a pretty damn good start, at least. Because for the most part, the rest of the stuff that's on the floor is light stuff that won't take very long to clean up. So we're in good shape, I think. This was the biggest thing. This seems to be always right around this chair, or this area at least. This is where all of this stuff tends to pile up. I don't know why it is. It's just that way. So I don't know why that does that, but that just happens to be the way it is. I'm going to keep this Music World bag up here because that's actually kind of cool. The rest of the stuff will all have to find new homes. It appears as though it is now 11 o'clock at night. That took longer than I was expecting. I'd pulled these out actually at some point. I wonder if these are still any good. These Panasonic, these are rechargeable batteries, so if they're still good, that'd be pretty cool. I have a pair of free rechargeable D-cells, but honestly, I doubt it. These are what? Yeah, they are D-cells. How old are these? Do they have a date on them? I don't think so. Which probably tells you something. It means they predate. They predate the date, you know, the date of expiry. Yeah, those are old. Okay, so I personally feel like enough of the floor is done, that I could begin vacuuming up all of the junk. Most of the junk is where all of this is, but I want to deal with this stuff now. Doing this at almost 11:45 at night is probably sure to make me a lot of friends, but look at how much I care. Okay, so there's that portion of the floor cleaned, mostly. Probably tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the other one in here and, you know, use the power attachment to clean up most of everything else. But I figure that now I need to work on this area, and then underneath here. A lot of it, again, is just going to be trash, so let's get started with that. Okay, so now we're working on this. You can see that whole area is mostly clean now. I wouldn't normally do this. I'm going to stick the vacuum on that because I think that it'll make interesting noise. And plus, I don't want to pick any of it up because it could be melted and sticky and all of that. So, no point in risking it. Well, that's all gone anyways. Oh god. Okay, so things are getting a little nasty. You can see there's all kinds of crumbs over here. And then there's crumbs down there. It's mostly just crumbs now. There's a lot of crumbs on the floor. I'll tell you what, I will not stand for that to be in my sitting area. And by good enough, I mean it's all gone. So we're good to go. I don't have to deal with any of that anymore. Wow, that's nasty. Okay, so actually, and with that, the floor is pretty much clean. It's just dealing with all of the residual cables and all of that. And I'm hoping that I can get this up on YouTube in one part. I don't want to make this another one of those two-part videos. Actually, this is scrap too. Those of you who are keeping score, that's the third bag. There's two over here. And I'm going to be dumping all of that into one because that's worth dumping into its own bag right now. I'll probably have to change the vacuum bag here as well. So, yeah, there you go. There's your floor cleanup so far. Again, like I said, I'm probably going to bring the other vacuum in here to get some of these other spots. Because I don't think I'm not going to get to. It's about almost. It's past 12:30, and I'm going to probably just save the rest of this for tomorrow. I am, of course, going to clean off the bed because the bed's now a mess, and I'm going to just. Well, I'm just going to do the other bits tomorrow. I think that's what's going to happen. You know, move the box out of there. I'm going to make that a separate video. I don't think there's any point in putting that in this video. It's something else. So there you go. Alright, so as sort of a look ahead in the next video, as you can see, the floor is pretty much perfectly clean. There are some spots here and there, of course. Next video, this will get dealt with. What is on the bed right now, but will be migrating elsewhere, is going to get dealt with, because it's not going to stay on the bed tonight. Under the bed, there's some things to deal with. That stuff is going to get moved around. And then some of these things that are, of course, sitting out are going to go up there. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the big vacuum in, and I'm going to do a sweep with the power attachment on the floor. And that should get rid of all the rest of it. And then, hopefully by then, this project will be done. Well, actually not quite. The desk is going to need to get gone through again, as you can see. Oh, I'm a horrible person. And then I'm going to need to do the table and all of that. And eventually, maybe, I might even go back there and clean up all of this stuff. That's also a possibility. So there might be, 2 or 3 more parts to this before it's all said and done. But I'm looking forward to the time when it's all said and done, because then I won't have to go through any of this crap, hopefully ever again. But as you saw, it's probably not going to work out that way.